Do you remember a time when Call of Duty and Warzone specifically were exciting? You couldn't wait to jump on, try and win a game, see how many kills you can get, and most importantly, have fun. Well, part of that fun was exploring something new and exhilarating in a time when we all needed it more than ever. Being locked in our homes and not being able to live a normal life, to be honest, seemed kinda great for a while, however selfish that might sound. It was an excuse to play the phenomenon that is Warzone. As a massive Call of Duty fan who has exclusively played Call of Duty since COD 4, I couldn't believe my luck. And the fact that everyone else on the planet seemed to be loving it as well really made me happy. Then with its popularity, of course different content creators from YouTube and Twitch started playing it as well, and that was fun too. Seeing some of the best players to ever pick up a controller do things we've never seen before was amazing. And Warzone felt like a big part of people's lives for a while. But then things started to change. Casual games with our friends where we could hang out and have fun started to feel different. We wanted to kill more and win more, since we've put enough time into the game, right? To do so, we needed to get an upper hand on our enemies, so people started posting helpful tips, which were to be interpreted in different ways. And then some even more useful people started posting the very best weapons and attachments on the game at that time, i.e. the meta. This is where JGOD came in for a lot of people. Of course, he had been making videos very successfully on Call of Duty for a long time already, but for most people these days, he's kind of the loadout meta guy, who really cared that we had our favorite gun and enjoyed trying out different attachments and variations of that weapon. We were now killing people more than ever, which meant getting more of those lovely, lovely dopamine hits. Other players started doing this too, and that was fine. Why shouldn't they try their best and get an upper hand as well? But that meant that slowly, every game started to feel, well, the same. Like the exact same. Same weapons, attachments, perks, and even landing spots for some people. This cycle of other players choosing the statistically best weapons, then other players wanting to keep winning and improve, and therefore needing to choose the statistically best weapons to compete with others or get ahead of others, continued, and continued, and continued, and continued, to such an extent that we're where we are right now with Warzone, where a huge majority of the player base don't even think for themselves when making a loadout. And I'm not trying to insult you if you are in that majority, by the way, because I am as well. It makes total sense. I want to play some games and do well. I'm stopping by JGOD's channel to choose the best loadout in the game. It's just by doing this, we've lost something that made Warzone so great. And it's purely the individuality or uniqueness and customization that the game offers. Modern Warfare and Warzone were the first iterations of Call of Duty to have Gunsmith, where we could choose what felt like an infinite number of combinations for our weapon and loadout. In the first few months of Warzone, you could run into players using all sorts of different loadouts because people didn't really know what was best. I should put a disclaimer in, by the way. I know I've argued so far that JGOD has ruined Warzone, but really he's just facilitated what we want as a community. He actually seems just a great guy who makes very informative and entertaining videos. And actually, although he posts videos on the best meta weapons, he absolutely supports the meta being open in terms of being able to choose a whole bunch of different weapons and not just one or two. Really, the problem is kinda us. Our expectations, and our threshold for fun, mixed with the hellscape that is skill-based matchmaking. Think about it, as we got better and got our first win, or first 3 or 5 or 10 wins, or 100 or 1,000, we then just expected more. And the better we do in games, we then hold these new highs as the place that we should be. I get 20 kills for a few games, hey, I should be getting that all the time. Then when we fall short, we're furious at, well, something. The game is terrible now, or oh, it's full of campers. But really, it's our expectations. If we still had day one mentality, we wouldn't be thinking those things. Oh, and like I say, it is also skill-based matchmaking to an extent, because it's hard to consistently do well, because your lobbies get harder and harder. This makes us jump towards delicious JGOD videos or similar videos about the meta, where we have to play every game to get as many kills as possible and win the game, so we can do better than before and be like the pros or content creators in tournaments, because that's what they do. But really, that fun is fleeting and for most people, just unattainable. Like I said at the start of the video, it just makes us all play the same and narrows down our experiences each match until we're just doing something very repetitive. So if we want Warzone to feel great again, we need a mentality shift to an extent. Okay, we can't do much about the meta and best weapons, etc. You either buy into that, or you try and do your own thing with reasonably okay weapons. But we can take a step back and figure out what makes us have fun. Because in the end, that's what it's all about. Now, if you're gonna try out some new weapons and relax a little bit more on Warzone, or you're still chasing that meta, you should probably head over to this video where you can rank up weapons as fast as possible.